Hi, it's Short Movie Recap here. Today I will be explaining a 2023 action crime movie called Fast X. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The movie opens with a scene from a flashback from 10 years ago when a notorious Portuguese-Brazilian businessman and crime kingpin, Hernan Reyes, tells his son Dante Reyes how his legacy must live on, forcibly advising him to kill Dom Toretto and his team. In matter of speaking, Toretto and Brian O'Connor, God bless his soul, infiltrate Hernan's bank vault, burst it open and made away with the whole money. As the bank vault chase ensues, Dom and his colleague crash the bank vault into objects on the road in a bid to outrun Dante, his father, and their notorious gang, which resulted in Dante plunging into the ocean. The next scene takes us to the present, where Toretto and his family dine together. Meanwhile, Cypher shows some group of men how to treat a woman when Dante infiltrated her base and blackmailed her men with the killing of their family members if they didn't first of all eliminate her. With an all-effort to kill her, she remains resilient and defends herself well enough, swiftly dispatching her assailants with knife wounds and gunshots. Although outnumbered, she quickly made her way into an elevator where she encounters another man who she kills too. In Rome, the team are determined to infiltrate a truck controlled by Dante, not knowing that a large time bomb sits in the trunk of the truck. Dante manages to destroy so many cars with explosives, but Dom tries to use a stiff top shot into two ends of a thick wall to stop the moving truck, but it ends up tumbling. The bomb rolls out to the street of Rome, destroying properties, outrightly smashing on them. In order to cause maximum damage, Dante speeds off on a bike in a bid to stay close to the bomb for easy detonation. Dom tries to keep the bomb on course with his car smashing into it, and Dante nearly killed little nobody with an explosive, but he escapes. The bomb rolls into the main road, but Dom follows it closely in a hot chase. Dante rides his bike with joy, full of excitement and hopes. Out of nowhere, it hits a bus, splitting it into half with police vans crashing in each other. Just so he could prevent the bomb from blasting the Vatican, Dom bits a crane with this car, and it deflects the bomb into the water. Boom! The bomb explodes, raising impacts sky high. Dante jubilates while the bomb's impact causes a big wave that swipes cars off-road and objects away. In the following scene, situated in Los Angeles, Dom's little sister Mia fights off a group of special force team. Soon, she's joined by Dom's brother and her brother too, Jacob, who as initially contracted by Dom to come over and protect his family, including his son Little B, while he is away in Rome. It's now revealed that the group of special force team actually came over to Dom's residence to kidnap Dom's little son, Little B, but Jacob overpowers them. At Rio de Janeiro, Dom races with Dante and two others, but Dante kills one of them with a bomb. A military plane flies by, and then we meet Tess, who went to the prison where Letty is being held, to deliberately harm her by giving her some wound, and then send her to have her wound treated under Dom's request. Following this, we see little nobody dispatching some group of hoodlums on the street, showing them who the boss is. Next, we see a plane, and then Jacob give a heavy punch to his target, knocking him out. Meanwhile, a group of assailants burst into Deckard Shaw's training arena in a bid to kill him, but he quickly becomes the boss of the game, killing them one by one. It's revealed previously that the rest of Dom's team found out that their bank accounts were hacked, leaving them penniless. So with no other choice left, they were forced to seek help from Deckard Shaw, who was hesitant at first. But he soon accepts to help them after realizing that his mother will always remain a fugitive for rendering help to Dom. Following this, we see a couple of cars in flames, and it appears that Dante's mercenaries are attacking Ames and his team. The group shoot, killing each other, and soon Dom teams up with Ames and his team to fight Dante. Unbeknownst to him, Dante has used his trusted friends as a trap for him in a bid to kidnap Isabel, so he could successfully steal the God's Eye. Dom catches Dante and gives him the beating of his life, but unfortunately, Tess has been shot down from a helicopter, and Dante steals the God's Eye. Next, Jacob and Little B burst out of a barricaded tunnel with their car, and immediately, Little B, who is now a fighter, pulls a cannon and it explodes a couple of cars on their way. They go through a steel gate, raising it down to the ground. Meanwhile, a military plane flies overhead, and all of a sudden it drops a car that lands on top of another, destroying it. Uncle Jacob, as he is fondly called by Little B, sacrifices himself by detonating all the bombs in his car and crashing into the incoming cars of those pursuing them. Meanwhile, Dante has kidnapped Little B, so Jacob asks Dom to go get his child while he buys him time by sacrificing himself. At that moment, two helicopters, which used ropes to impel Dom's car, crash into each other as Dom skillfully shows them who the boss of Fast and Furious is. Taking advantage of this, Little leaps from Dante's car, and his father, Dom, stretches his hand to get him. Dante gets disappointed, but he couldn't do anything. Suddenly, a damaged plane flies by on fire, and it's revealed that it was Amy's who has taken down the plane with bomb, making it explode at the background. Two trailers carrying fuel collide and explode as they wanted to crush Dom's car. With no other choice, Dom and his son jump into the dam. Did they survive this jump? Yes. They got out alive, but Dante plants a bomb within where they stood.